day 3 of IEEE WIE ILS-Nagpur 20 in track 4 of innovation and entrepreneurship. I, Dr. Amoli, Belsare, Summit Co-Chair, present before you this final track of the summit to enrich you all with the zeal of the experiences from well-known women leaders from various backgrounds, like technology, interpersonal skills, fashion industry, and rural empowerment. I extend my warmest welcome to each and everyone invited here on a very auspicious moment in this spectacular afternoon on behalf of IEEE WIE ILS-Nagpur team. Welcome you all. Without wasting much time, now I would like to introduce our first speaker, Sangeeta Yadav, co-founder and director, Portflip Ventures Private Limited India, a strong, intelligent, and a multitasker woman. She talk about the challenges of being a woman entrepreneur. So in short of time, I will just explain a few lines related to the Sangeeta, that she is a director at CIMSME, Maharashtra. She is a Six Sigma Green Belt trained personality with excellent interpersonal skills and problem solving skills. So without wasting much of time on her introduction, I would like to invite Sangeeta Yadav. Ma'am, the podium is yours. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amoli, for this wonderful introduction and inviting me here. I would like to get this share screen option so that I can, share my startup story with you all. Okay.
Ready? Manoj sir, can you give rights to?
Yes,
Hello, are you able to share?
Hello, Sangeeta ma'am?
Yes.
Are you able to share?
Yes.
There is some issue with someone's audio.
Okay.
It is echoing.
Let me try the PPT file. The PDF is not opening up.
I request rest of the panelists to kindly give themselves.
Okay, the file is opened up. I'll start. Okay, thank you so much. So the first picture is very unexpected for all of you. It is a family picture, and you must be wondering why this is being shown in a session like this, wherein people are talking about startups, entrepreneurship, innovation. So this is my family, my husband, and my two lovely kids. And the reason I put this picture over here is to say that it's to have a family, to have kids is not a challenge, okay? It's actually a support system. And this is the place, this is the point from where I began my entrepreneurial journey. So the first challenge, that women often feel is that, if I get married, if I have kids, I won't be able to pursue my passion. But that's not the case, you can always pursue your passion, your ideas, and whatever you love to do, if you have the spirit and the right type of support system for it. So I had around 10 years of corporate experience before I came into my startup journey. So this all began in so how do I go to the next slide?
Is it PDF?
It's PPT.
Okay. Just press arrow key.
I am. Nothing is happening.
Okay. Meanwhile, can you share the PPT to us?
Okay. I think I've already shared it to Ravi.
Ravi sir? Hello, Ravi sir.
Yeah.
Could you share the slide?
Okay, yeah, it's working now. Great.
Okay, okay.
Okay, all right.
Go
So
ahead.
in June 2016, they always say, when you got this idea, how this came into existence. So June 2016 was a time when this idea popped into our minds. Me and my husband, we were all working in corporates and we wanted to do something different. So we thought, let's do something, in a field where it's profitable and it goes along in the long run and does not stop operations just like that. So after going through various sectors, we decided that let us do something in logistics, because this is one sector which is like evergreen. Everything can stop, but logistics is going to be there for ever. So even in the lockdown time, we see that working in logistics, though many of the other industries have like come to an halt. So this is how we got into this. Okay, the thing is, the slides do not move when I want them to. If I can you help me out here? Ravi, I shared the
Yes, yes, sure. Yes,
Yes,
sure.
I shared the
Ravi sir, can you please share?
Manu sir, have you share give?
Meanwhile, ma'am, you can talk. You can tell about your journey. By the time we switched, okay, please.
Okay. So, right. So June 2016, we had this idea that, we should do something in logistics. And then we started building an app. Initially, we thought that, we will make an app which is good for household shifting and all. And we started making, the app on that ground itself. So my husband and a few of his technical friends, they used to come to our home and used to do a lot of talks and all. Things were a lot of discussions used to happen as to what exactly we would want to do. So they started building with a home with an app which will help people to shift their goods, their stuff while they are moving. So that was the basic idea. So what happened was, I used to be a part of those discussions, and I thought, why to keep us limited only for household shifting? Logistics is huge. There are so many companies also that require daily transportation. So why not, do something into that field? So, so the thing is, you get an idea to do something, but then over a period of time and, over discussions and discussing the pros and cons, you get, the idea takes up a new shape. So from household shifting, we came to the conclusion that we will make an app which will make it easier for people to book trucks and tempos from the comforts of their homes to move their goods, be it consumers or be it business people. So that is how it started. Mr. Ashish Nawade spoke a lot about innovation. He spoke about many companies which have, come into this. So yes, Portflip is also a company like that. We are aggregators. In simple terms, we are like the Ola and Ubers for trucks and tempos. So any person who would want to move their goods, be it a person who is doing household shifting or just move some basic stuff, or a company that regular basis. So those are the type of people whom we can help out. So that the problem of finding the truck, it's very, very difficult. Earlier, people had to go to the nakas, they had to bargain with drivers to, on the rates. Then there was no guarantee that, the rates that they're getting or the service that they're going to get is going to be professional. So, like Mr. Ashish Nawade said, with the innovative companies coming into picture, life has become much easier and much simple. So that is what we also attempted to do with Portflip. we created this app Portflip, and with the help of which people can, easily book a truck of their homes. Usually we deal in light commercial vehicles, like, three-wheelers, Tata Ace, Tata Pickup, 207 and all. And logistics is very huge. So we have omitted the couriers and parcels part of it because, then it becomes a totally different industry and there are already many players in the market covering that thing. So we were mostly into, we do mostly into light commercial vehicles and all. So do we have any update on the, slide thing now? Ravi?
Dr. Manoj, yes. Dr. Manoj, can you please share the right history? Yes, thank you, sir.
If you want, do you want me to email it to you because I've just sent it on WhatsApp?
Is it okay now?
Yep. Okay, so yeah, so this is July 2016, and just to give an idea, the challenge we had was that we did not have any office, so we started from our homes. The picture that you see is our bedrooms, and we got, some office stationery, board, whiteboard, and markers, and we started shooting out, things as to how the app is going to work and all. So all the weekends and all the holidays that we had, got converted into working days for us. Next, please. So this is the technical team in-house. This team is no longer with us because now entire tech thing is taken care of and now it's primarily into operations. But then these are sweet memories. At the time the team was being built up. These pictures will help all of you to see and understand how things are actually happening in action. When you go ahead and start dreaming of something. Next, please. So this is September 2016. Remember, this is the time when the app is not in the market. We got registered in 2017. So this is the background, the research phase which is going on. This is our team. We are visiting the Nakas. We are speaking to the drivers to understand, how they are operating, what are the challenges they are facing, because they are our partners. Without them, we cannot service our clients. So we have to understand the problems that they face. So we got to know that these drivers, they have this numbering system on the Nakas wherein they come in at 3 o'clock in the morning and they line up their trucks and, any customer who comes in will, has to go for the, first driver that is available. So that is how these people. So it's not a good thing, someone waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning just to have business. I think everyone should get a proper night's sleep and, work during the day. And that is possible only when, they have every information on their hands. So that is where the Portflip partner app comes into picture. So we tried to reduce these challenges for the drivers so that, they can enjoy a good life and at the same time also, have business for their families. So this is our team understanding, meeting the drivers and understanding. And so there were things like, union system and some places where, private companies cannot work because that's how they have been, doing right from ages and all. So we got to know all about all these things during our research. So whatever startup or idea that, anyone would like to have, it's good to have, proper research and understand the background and history. So this is us doing, all those things. So these are again some team pictures. I've put in a lot of pictures because I want to miss those. Just 15 pictures, we can move ahead. And September, we took blessings of Ganpati ji to, start our business. And so that's another one pic. And this is this note that you see is actually the rates of the drivers as to, what type of vehicle and what is the rate that they charge to the customers. So to understand, is it because of the distance or if the road is not good enough or there is no return tip guaranteed. So these are the factors that, people take into picture and that's how all these things are devised. So we had to make an app which was good. The rates should be good enough for the drivers to support their families, and also the customers should find it comfortable enough to book the vehicle. So that is a whole lot of time went into this. So this October 2016, when things were like little ready, we felt the need of our first office. So these are some pics of the office being constructed. And November it was ready. We had this puja and everything. So then December 2016. Again, these are some pics where we started, promoting it with partners. So we had lots of driver partners who had enrolled the, app in the system, but then we did not have any customers by then. We also got our promotional materials. So the two studies that you see, these are our first promotional materials. And by June 2017, the month that we got registered as a company, we had all these things ready. You see the Portflip customer app. Then next to it is a steering wheel, that's a partner app. Next to it is an enroll app, which is in-house. This app we used, on the field to enroll the partners on the system. We had a website, we had our own interface. And so the first order we did was in July 2017. Customer booked, and when the driver reached, it was cancelled. So, it's very, it feels very bad when you're, when something like this happens. So we went and we met the driver and we paid him for the loss. He had obviously spent on petrol and things. So we made sure that, he's not suffering loss because of us, because partners are going to be the backbone in our business. So we wanted them to be, happy. So that's how it happened. And we need to go to the previous slide, please. And finally, the first successful order that we were able to do was a month before that. A friend of mine was shifting her home and she needed help, and she took our services. So that's how the first order was done. So, for a few months, we did not have any orders in our hand. We to go back, we are going ahead. So for the first few months, we did not have any business. So, when you start a business, it cannot, have a lot many clients, a lot many, opportunities coming just like that. We had to wait a lot of time because, things were not very good or very ready to go to the market at that time. We just had the minimum viable product, the MVP, our app, and we were still working on many things. So it took us time, but then yes, slowly and steadily, the number of orders was very, very less. I remember 3-4 months down the line, we had just 3-4 orders just to, start with. So that's how it began. Then, to motivate the partners, we started with the Star Partners program. So drivers who are like, getting good ratings by the customer, good feedback, and also used to motivate them. I also joined some other organizations as a volunteer to promote my startup. So as a student, if you are interested, I would say networking is very important. You should, go out and meet people and take on opportunities wherever you feel that, you can contribute and your startup can get visibility. So that should be done. So initially we had started operations in Mumbai. Then in December 2018, we started to, we began operations in Pune. We sent our team there. They enrolled a lot of partners there because to start any business, you need to have a good partner base in that area. So that is how it happened. And we are now operational both in Mumbai and Pune in light commercial vehicles. So this is another pic of, networking and, attending events and all. This event, we got our first startup booth to showcase our services. So this is nice because, this happened, me being a woman entrepreneur, and it was a very good feeling because this was the first time it happened. So I've just shared this. Then we used to participate in a lot of, contests and all that used to come. Need to go to the previous slide, please. So what happened was Belsare was organizing this pitching contest, and we flew in from Mumbai to Pilani, and almost 500 startups had participated in this. And we didn't imagine winning, but we did. The judges liked the innovation that we had brought into our product, and they liked the passion me and my husband shared. So this was our first win, and I think this was the most critical and turning point for our startup. Because after winning this competition, we got very good visibility across, media, and many people started, contacting us for collaborating or, doing possible alliances and everything. So this was a very special and very turn-breaking, moment for our startups. So very proud of this. And after this, we can go to the next slide. So after this, we started, getting a lot of visibility and all. So these are some team pics I've just displayed for you to motivate and all. So this is my team doing yoga, and we have a very healthy team. All of them are like young engineering graduates, and would like to be healthy. And when we completed 2 years, we did a 3-day trip to Ratnagiri to motivate our members. So, and that's on the next slide. So these are the things we, as a startup, we did when we got coverage in Your Story, which is like the startup Bible, if you can say. Being published here is like something that can do wonders for the startups, and it was like we won the bits planning competition, and the prize money along with the prize money being featured in Your Story was also one of the features. So this is me and my team in KJ Somaya College in Mumbai. So we went there to
Sorry,
share.
Sangeeta ma'am. Hello.
Yes,
Can I ask you to please wind up early?
yes, yes.
Yeah,
Sure.
please.
So we can go to the next slide. So this is basically, these are all the things, which you do to get your startup more visibility and all. So next slide is, basically about team Diwali celebration and all. You can move in quickly through the slides or just pick one. Yeah, this is just, team celebrating Diwali. Then we got covered in various other media and all. So, yeah, these are just some things. And we participated in Economic Times Leaders of Tomorrow competition, and we were among the top 10 startups in Mumbai zone, and I was the only woman entrepreneur amongst the other 20 participants that were there. So what I want to say is, being a woman, being married, having kids, or being into a business like logistics did not stop me and should not stop anyone else to pursue their dreams and all. These are just some of the things I got. This is CIMSME, which is Confederation of Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises. So I joined in as state president MSME there, basically to help out aspiring entrepreneurs and all, to work at grassroots level. I'm also part of She Leads Tech India tech group, basically for founders and all. So these are just some of the feathers in the hat and my journey with Portflip. So what I mean to say is, the only challenge that stops you is, you yourself. There is no such thing that, just that you're a woman, you cannot do things. I think every woman is great, every woman has great potential. And the only thing is, we need to find it and, make use of the best. So that's all from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, Sangeeta, for encouraging us with your voice through the challenges as a woman entrepreneur. I assure you that many of us are inspired and will take every challenge as an opportunity henceforth. Now I request you to please accept a token of appreciation from all of us at ILS-Nagpur 20.
Thank you so much, Amoli. Thank you so much.
Amoli,
Thank you, ma'am.
Amoli, some echo
Hi.
coming noise from the background. There are mics, work on that.
Sangeeta, there is echo coming from your end. So, mother speaking, you need to turn off your mic.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So, Amoli, ma'am, move to next speaker. If all the speakers for this track is here, can we have a group photo before we move on to
Yeah.
Abir's talk?
Yes, definitely.
So I request all the speakers for this track to kindly turn on their video so that we can have a group photo.
Amoli ma'am, you'll have to stop screen sharing us.
I have stopped.
We still see a PPT.
No, it is Sangeeta
Sharing,
ma'am's
sharing. Stop sharing.
sharing.
Manoj sir, can you get back the control of presenter role?
Because I'm not sharing anything right now, sir. Sangeeta, can you please say stop sharing?
Did that.
Okay.
Done, Vamsi. So thank you so much, Sangeeta.
Thank you.
Do we have Abir? Because now the next session is by Abir. And if Abir is not there, so we already have, Deepali to be there, so we can swap the session. But then since we are lagging the time, schedule behind, we can have Deepali's session to be first. And by that time, I'll just ping Abir to be there. Yes.
Actually, Abir, she has joined in the morning.
Yes, I have seen her. So, Deepali, are you there? Deepali? Okay. So, till the time we are just bringing the two speakers over here. I could see Gandhi sir to be here since morning, and he has joined and attended. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time and attending the summit. Would like to have few words from you. How you are? You have been always there for giving your inputs. Although you are a person of few words, but still those are very, very encouraging. So I would like to have you to speak 2 words. And hi, Deepali.
Hi, Bajaj ma'am. How are you? Good to see you.
15 years. It's been 15
I
years.
know, it's been such a long time. Thank you for having me here. Yeah, I can go first. Absolutely.
Okay, just 2 minutes, Deepali. So, Gandhi
Sure.
sir, over to you for short feedback from your side. Would be great. Sir, you are on mute. Sir, you are on mute. We are unable to hear you. Probably, no, now still not. Manoj? So,
Actually, you're on mute. Yeah.
now it is okay, sir. No, but still. He's on headphone, I guess. That setting is on headphone? Yes. No, sir, we are not able to hear you.
Ma'am, sir said he will speak later in the day.
Okay, he will speak later. Okay, no issues. So we can start with Deepali's intro. Amoli, yes, please go ahead.
Now, next we are having who has
Amoli,
energy dynamic turnaround.
your voice is breaking, so you can switch your video. Your voice is breaking.
Okay.
Okay, now it's fine.
Okay. Next, we have a young, talented girl who is a high energy, dynamic, turnaround leader with the demonstrated expertise in the growing business. And now, senior director in a dream company of every engineer, that is Intel. And she is Ms. Deepali Trehan, Senior Director and General Manager of Programmable Solutions Group, Marketing and Power Business Unit at Intel USA. She's going to talk with us on the when hard work and passion isn't enough, hard lessons learned from her career and be the CEO of your own career. So to be short, I will just introduce as she is a Senior Director and General Manager of Programmable Solutions Group Marketing and Power Business Unit Intel USA. She manages the overall P&L of the power business as well as leads the marketing efforts of Intel Board's portfolio of programmable logic solutions, including FPGAs, software, and all other. So I request Deepali to share your passion, hard work, and life lessons from a career. Over to you, Deepali.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amoli. I sent a couple of slides. Either you can get me presenters, right, so I can share, or if you don't mind pulling the slides, that'd be awesome.
You
I
have
am
been
the
given a yes. Now, please
Okay.
proceed.
Okay. All right. Let me know if you guys can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
You guys can see it?
Yes.
All right. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Deepali Trehan, I don't have to introduce myself as Dr. Amoli did such an amazing job of doing that. It's an absolute pleasure and a privilege to be here. I'm absolutely delighted. I would not be able to do justice if I don't take a moment to recognize the amazing efforts of a tremendous leader, a passionate teacher who has been tirelessly working over the many years I have known her to uplift, to encourage, to mentor, and to support women engineers. She is leaving her mark on education in the world in ways that defies articulation. And that is Dr. Preeti Bajaj. Thank you, ma'am, for having me here. I am absolutely blessed and I'm thankful for this opportunity. All right, so the topic of my session today is be the CEO of your own career. You see, we are living in the age of disruption where there's so much technology innovation and business transformation happening swiftly across multiple markets and segments. And in this age of disruption, it has never been more important, especially for women, to take charge of your own careers and your own destiny. If there's only one thing you can take away from my session today, then it is I dare you all to dream big, and I dare you all to have the courage to pursue those dreams with unwavering conviction. Gone are those days when passion, hard work, performance, and degrees was everything you needed to be successful. Don't get me wrong, those are all absolutely necessary. However, insufficient conditions for your career success, depending on how you define success. So in the next several minutes I have with you, I'll walk you through my career journey and share some of the hardest lessons I have learned throughout my career. All right, so my journey. Let me take you first to my humble beginnings. And times when education was a privilege, especially for women. You see, my mother, she had an audacious vision to educate her children, which was one of the wildest dreams of my mom and her ancestors. And to make ends meet and to realize her dream, she started her more than 4 decades ago on the streets of India's capital with a meager 500 rupees in her hand. My mother's conviction in that vision was way stronger than the dismay caused by 1,000 petty hardships and humiliations. And growing up, I used to help my mom with her business. And in fact, one of the fun facts I share with people is that I did my very first sale of 50 rupees at the age of 8 or 9 with over 80% margin, which is why you see the 50 rupee note in there. So by starting her business and growing that business, my mother created the future that she had dreamed for herself. So the very first lesson I learned from my mom was, which I'm going to share with you, is conviction. I dare you all to dream, and I dare you all to believe in your dreams with that unwavering conviction and use all your hard work to turn those dreams into reality. Now I'm going to turn on to my second chapter, and my love for math and science as a young girl with a passion for innovative thinking led me to choose a career in engineering. However, I have to say it was not that easy. And you may ask why? Because I was the only girl in my entire extended family who had not only completed her high school, but also had these bold aspirations to pursue engineering. And my parents were constantly bombarded by statements like, why are you sending your unmarried daughter to another state? Are you insane? Go get her married. Why are you spending all that kind of money on your daughter's education when you should be spending that money on your son's education? And various other kind of statements. And my parents didn't pay any heed to any of this. In fact, my father, he took an early retirement and used all his provident fund, and he enabled me to chase my dream. And I, on the other hand, convinced myself that it's just a matter of 4 years. Once I am an engineer, I will land an absolute lucrative job, help my family, and fund the education of my younger siblings. And I landed in India's amazing orange city called Nagpur, where some of the very foundational bricks, I would say, of my engineering career were laid. And I got my engineering degree with flying colors at Raisoni College of Engineering. And my joy actually knew no bounds when I found out that I had topped the final year of my engineering degree in my college. My confidence, as you could imagine, was skyrocketed, and the goals were crystal clear in my head. Go back to Delhi, land a job in a month, and start making a boatload of money. Well, the reality was very far from that. I was hugely unsuccessful in landing a job, and this was back in 2003. Every day I used to wake up in the morning, get on the public transport, drop my resume at various companies across the city, and come back every single day feeling exhausted, but with a sparkle in my eye, thinking that tomorrow will be that day when I will get the call from a company for a job or for an interview. 3 months passed, 6 months passed, and still no luck. So the second lesson I'm going to share with you all is you have to embrace setbacks and failures. Failures teach you a lot. They make you wiser. They help build resilience. It's very simple. If you don't fail, you're not going to learn. And if you're not going to learn, you're not going to grow. And so, embracing setbacks and failures, which are inevitable part of your life, is an absolute key to growing a successful career. So that's going to be the second one. And so now then I turn to my third chapter. I made the bold decision to study more. And in order to study more, I swept floors at McDonald's. I worked at BPOs to save enough money to pursue my master's in the land of opportunity, America. However, it was when it was time to leave the country and I had given my GRE test and everything that was needed, I had applied to all the right colleges, I had a cold feet, to be honest. But then I thought, I've worked so hard to get here. I cannot dilute this moment with my fears. And I gathered my courage and moved forward and arrived in US. And I have now been here for more than 15 years, got my master's from Texas Tech University, landed a job at Texas Instruments where I had a unique opportunity to build a very diverse set of experiences and skills. And after that, I also had actually a short stint at Apple. Worked at NXP Semiconductors, led close to $1 billion business at NXP, and led all aspects of demand creation over there. And today, I run a very large organization at Intel. And deeply rooted in my upbringing, I would say my personal vision for leadership is to create the future that I wish to inherit and enable the people around me to see beyond the here and now. So, so let me share a couple of lessons that I have learned during my professional career. Number one, courage. Courage does not mean that you have no fears. Actually, it's quite the opposite. Your ability to move forward despite your fears is courage. Your ability to make difficult decisions in the face of ambiguity and uncertainty is courage. Your ability to be comfortable with being in uncomfortable situations is courage. I cannot tell you, I go into customer meetings and we are negotiating various deals, or I'm trying to win some business. I have no clarity on schedules. There's just a plethora of things that happen. And I am constantly faced in these situations and asked to make decisions. And life's not going to be served to you in a silver platter. So get comfortable making decisions and have the courage to make those decisions. So that's going to be the first one from my professional career. The another hard lesson that I've learned is surrounding myself with people who push you to do more and to be more. If you're surrounded by people who like what you do, then it's you're not challenged, you're not pushed forward. I've always surrounded myself with people who believe in me and who think that I'm capable of achieving so much bigger and so much greater than what even I think I'm capable of. And that lights a fire and inspire you in ways that defies articulation. I wouldn't have been where I am today if it wasn't for my parents, it wasn't for my teacher, if it wasn't for Dr. Bajaj, if it wasn't for my sponsors, if it wasn't for my mentors who constantly pushed me to do more, to be more every single day. And they believed in me through the thick and the thin of the things. I would have been nothing if it wasn't for them. And my advice to all of you would be to go find those people in your lives and note that there will be many naysayers throughout your career. There will be many naysayers who wouldn't believe in you, who might say you don't have it in you, and they would have a lot of opinions. And it's your job to not allow those opinions to become your facts, and you drive and create your own destiny. In the interest of time, I'm going to quickly wrap up. So the top 4 lessons I shared through my journey are conviction, courage, embracing your failures and setbacks, and surrounding yourself with people who believe in you. And I dare you all to dream, and I dare you all to have the courage to pursue those dreams with unwavering conviction. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aishwarya, for your valuable inputs and sharing your lessons learned in the shaping your career. Over to you, Bajaj ma'am.
Yeah, it was so inspiring, Deepali, and so nice. It's always a matter of pride when you see your students growing to a height where she can be an icon and there can be many followers. That's really proud moment for any teacher, not for only me. So that's today. I'm feeling so good to look at you, your profile, and then the way you have done the progress. I still remember the Deepali who used to be topper, and the same, that's so nostalgic. Yeah, God bless.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all that you have done. Dr. Bajaj, you have been nothing but amazing. You're leaving your mark in the industry. You are uplifting the people. I'm just every single day, I'm humbled to my core when I see you. Thank you so much. I wish, and I will continue to pay that forward.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now I request Deepali, you to please accept this e-remembrance from all of us at ILS-Nagpur.
Thank you. Thank you. I do accept, and I'm humbled and honored.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
That must be midnight for you. So
It is.
I can see that. I'm so sorry for that.
No, it's perfectly great, Dr. Bajaj. Anytime, anything I can do. I want to pay it back, pay it forward. Yes.
Look forward to meet you sometime in Delhi. Good.
Yes.
You. Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Bajaj.
Okay.
Moving ahead, now we are having with us one more gem from IEEE WIE community, a young hardcore researcher, Dr. Aishwarya Bandla. She is a head translational core, the N1 Institute of Health Singapore, a senior research fellow, National University of Singapore, and a chairperson, IEEE Women in Engineering Singapore. Now I request her to share her experiences with her. Over to you, Aishwarya.
Thank you very much, Dr. Amoli and Dr. Preeti, for inviting me. It's such a pleasure and honor to be here at this very prestigious forum. And I would just like to know if I can have the sharing rights so that I can share my slides. Wonderful.
Yes, now you are presenter.
Perfect.
Please go ahead.
So I think it's Deepali's talk was a very nice segue to what I'm going to say next. It's about how we heard a lot from her journey about how one can be a leader. And my talk will be on how we can bring it to the next level and, like she said, pay it forward. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. All right. Sorry, just a second. Yeah, so we've heard a lot of amazing thoughts from several exceptional leaders in the past couple of days. And we heard about innovation, we heard about entrepreneurship and empowerment. We heard about how to inspire, ignite, and engage. And here you all are listening to these, absorbing and incubating these thoughts to use each of your own superpower to create something unique in your own way. Am I right? Let me put forth another question. I'd like you to type in your answers in the chat box, and I'll pick it up going forward through this talk. Close your eyes and imagine. Transport back in time to the time when you were a student, an enthusiastic early career researcher who's looking forward to your future with so much excitement to be the change what you want to see in the world. Think about what or who influenced you most to be your future self. Feel free to put in your thoughts and we'll pick that up in a while. I'm sure all of us have seen these jargons of today's world and even guilty of using some of these in our conversations, professional and personal. These were a while ago the dreams or goals for the future, the next 10 years. However, overnight, they seem to have turned to become the reality of the present. Though COVID-19 has shocked the world and caught us unprepared in so many different dimensions, it has also shaken us to realize that we already have what it takes to progress beyond boundaries and barriers. Boundaries of geography, boundaries of social behavior, and boundaries of the mind. More importantly, we have seen what can be achieved with the power of individuals, communities, and organizations coming together to think and innovate towards common sense of priorities and purpose. For every challenge that came up, we found solutions. Rapid diagnostics, telehealth, contactless thermal screening and transactions, and even virtual parties have become the norm today. While this wave of innovation has not only saved several lives, it has also kept us sane while we are locked down for several months now. And that being said, there is still a very critical need for the world to keep pace with the challenges which are to face us in the coming days. And you can play a critical role in solving these challenges. How do you scale up to face the future? Give that some thought while I share a couple of amazing anecdotes from the recent past. As a biomedical engineer working in clinical translation of medical devices, this is one of the stories which fascinated me. The continuous positive airway pressure, or CPAP ventilator, which you see on screen, is a breathing aid which can help COVID-19 patients with serious respiratory problems breathe easier. And this has also known to prevent the need for invasive ventilation, which means this can, though it's a very simple device, it has the potential to save a lot of lives pretty early in the burden of disease. And of course, as the pandemic caught up with the world, there was a huge surge in demand for these devices globally. I got a chance to be part of the virtual audience of a BBC radio show, the BBC World Debate. And the title of the topic, the title of the talk was How Engineers Re-Engineer the Future of the New Normal. One of the panelists was Professor Rebecca Shipley, who heads the Healthcare Engineering Department at the University College London. She narrated an incident about how engineers at UCL collaborated with engineers at the Mercedes Formula One, collaboration which we don't see normally in academic lives. And they reverse engineered an off-patent CPAP device to create this breathing aid within a very rapid time frame of fewer than 100 hours. And they went from the initial meeting to the production of the device in these 100 hours. And Mercedes repurposed their whole facility, and within a time frame of just 1 month, 10,000 of these devices were rolled out in several hospitals around the UK. Having worked in this space, it's just very amazing for me to see a process which takes normally several years to reach the patient, materialize and reduce to an affair of fewer hours because of the team's sense of priority, passion, and purpose. Were Professor Shipley and the Mercedes leaders prepared for this? Were they awaiting the situation? Probably not. How did they buckle up and run to win the race? Did they take time to reskill and upskill in the face of crisis? This is another very historic and powerful image, which many of us may recognize from the early days of the pandemic. This highlighted a discussion on how women-led nations fared better in dealing with the COVID-19 situation. These women leaders rallied their teams to prioritize and act. They stayed resilient and instilled trust in their people while raising their spirits and also making everyone to look forward to a future in a positive light. They inspired and empowered others to act in the same way and act together. How did these few exceptional leaders act to win in these exceptional circumstances? These two anecdotes are just few examples of a new leadership style which is emerging and offers promise for the upcoming new era of global challenges. Being future ready is the way to go. When technology tools are plenty at our disposal and opportunities present themselves, we need leaders who can hit the ground running. And these leaders emerge by developing skills which are essential to be competitive in the coming decade. Being future ready can mean two things. For me, the first one is the common notion, preparing yourself to be future ready, like Deepali was narrating in her life journey so far. However, there is yet another critical dimension to this, which Deepali also touched upon, empowering the future generation to be future ready. Being role models who leaders of tomorrow can emulate and aspire to be. Like Deepali narrated, Dr. Preeti Bajaj, Susan Cathy Land, and Dr. Ramlata are some of the leaders in IEEE I look up to and want to be when I reach that stage in my life. And this way, we create a holistic and resilient society to brave whatever is at stake in the new normal. While this era of technological innovations equips us to be adept at more than one vertical domain expertise. What we need to be future ready is the top of the T or the pie or the comb-shaped professional, which everyone should aspire to be. These are the transferable skills. When we are fresh out of college, we are so-called I-shaped with expertise in a single domain. But the way at which rapidly technological transformation is happening, people tend to get adept at more than one expertise as they progress up their career ladder. However, what takes to unite all these technological innovations together is the transferable skills. And what it takes to become a future ready leader is how this new age leader can dream big, innovate bigger, and have that insight to use all these emerging technologies to shape the future rather than become a slave of the tools itself. And what does it take to be future ready? These skills are constantly evolving as well. However, it is the same fundamental values of priority, passion, and purpose, which are packaged to suit the evolving times. How does one develop these? That's a whole discussion by itself. But what I can say from my journey so far is find a mentor and also find a tribe whose passion and values resonates with you. We've all heard the saying that birds of the same feather flock together. It's very true. And as a neurotechnologist, I can also say that it is true that you are an aggregate of the people you surround yourself with and you frequently interact with. Now that we have seen what it takes to launch ourselves to be future ready, how can we take this to the next level and make this sustainable and organic for generations to come? Today, we saw such a proud and victorious moment in history on so many different levels. Overall, it is astonishing to hear that only 7% of world leaders are women. The end result? Highly skilled women and young girls succumb to stereotype-driven expectations. And it begins very early when girls as young as 6 stop believing that girls are the smart ones and they are up to the task, which is gender stereotyped, and they're discouraged from pursuing careers which are thought to be typically reserved for men. And as a result, fewer women trickle down in a leaky pipeline, and women trickle down in a leaky pipeline, and fewer women emerge to the higher levels in the field. And young adults tend to emulate what they see from a very young age, the people they see as role models, what they hear, how the leaders act, and how the world treats them. This is a vicious cycle, and this can be broken, is the good news. Stereotypes are a huge barrier to success, and it is also interesting to know that there was a research done which reflected that young girls who have a female role model are shown to be 75% more successful than those who don't have a female role model. And like I said, this vicious cycle can be broken. One such heartening example is the Draw a Scientist initiative. So between 1966 and 77, a group of researchers gave about 5,000 school children a very simple task: draw a scientist. And the kids drew scientists of all kinds, some with white coats, some peering into microscopes, and some with malintentions. However, the common trend was that most of the drawings were of men. And another alarming fact was that the younger kids in the kindergarten, they kind of had an equal representation. The girls tended to draw more of women scientists and the boys tended to draw male scientists. However, as age increased and the kids grew up, the representation of men was more, both in girls and boys. So this kind of alarms us to show that there are fewer role models and women start to lose that drive to believe that they can also be in this career zone. However, these experiments were repeated again, and in the recent times, we did see a huge increase in representation of female scientists being drawn by the kids. And this kind of coincided with the increase in female representation in STEM careers in the recent decade. So we have seen the importance of being future ready above and beyond. How do individuals, communities, and organizations come together to steer this change to be future ready? Let us start with our own IEEE and Region 10. So under the leadership of the Region 10 WIE Chair, Amy Ano, I had a chance to put together this leaders discussion and networking forum in the Region 10 SYWL Congress. And as you can see, the titles of all the different topics which we discussed were not about how women can use technology or what are the new tools which can be used and what are the new disciplines which can be studied, but they are all different aspects of being future ready and the so-called soft skills and how these can be tackled at different levels of education and profession. I led a topic called the Young Engineers Forum, Catch Them Young, where we discussed with leaders around Region 10 on what are the ways we can have more young engineers, women engineers, pursue in STEM careers. And I had the opportunity to meet these lovely women from all around Region 10, and we spoke about these topics, and they shared best practices and challenges from each of their countries. Some of the points which we came across were these. So there was a strong need for mentoring younger women and also senior women who look up to their seniors and emulate what they are. And this was taken in high spirit by our Region 10 leaders. And I look forward to seeing these initiatives coming up in the coming years. And like we spoke about, fixing the leaky pipeline is also another important aspect which was spoken about as a challenge in these countries. So again, future ready, above and beyond is what we need in the current day and age. I chair the IEEE Women in Engineering Singapore section, and we saw the need to mentor the young women and senior leaders. And this prompted my team to restructure our activities into 3 event pillars. So these are the events in the past 2 years, which we ran under my leadership as a chair. So we organized conferences and symposiums in the spirit of WIE Tech. And WIE's role was to ensure that we had equitable representation of women leaders so that the students and young early career professionals can look at the equal representation and move forward to attain those roles in their careers. We also had launched an initiative called the IEEE WIE Singapore Networking Nights, which essentially brought together women and men who were not on, because it's not a one-way player field. We need both of the, we need everybody to do this together. So we had women and men from academia, industry, entrepreneurs, and government organizations coming together to speak and engage on very thematic discussions. We also had IEEE leaders who presented their thoughts. We had Kathy Land and Randy Sumner who shared their work and moderated panels. And this year, we moved on to a webinar mode where we engaged in conscious leadership discussions and also discussions with career and life coaches for both senior and younger engineers. The final track, which is our newest, is the WIE mentor.
Sorry to disturb you, Aishwarya.
Mentor.
Yes, sorry. Yes. Please, can you please wind up
Sure.
in few minutes?
Sure,
because we are short of time and the another speaker is ready.
Yes, thanks for the time check. I'll wrap up in a couple of slides. So We Mentor was an initiative to mentor young women, and we ran this with our NTUC, which is the Trade Union Congress, where we visited the institutions such as junior colleges and polytechnics in Singapore to talk to them as role models of engineers and women in tech STEM careers and inspire them to pursue careers in STEM. And finally, this all knits together when government initiatives showcase role models. And one such initiative by the Singapore government was the SG Women in Tech 100 list, which was recently launched. And the motive was to showcase women in tech from very diverse backgrounds, be it astronauts or be it women in banking or women in academic research and so on. But one common thread which united all these women was their initiative to mentor and nurture the future generation. And I'm very proud to say that my citation not only recognized my technological innovations in research, but also highlighted IEEE contributions through the Women in Engineering group. And wrapping up, I would encourage that though there are so many initiatives and opportunities like these all around the world, let us become future ready to seize these opportunities, be empowered by empowering others, and pay it forward, because not always we can return the favor of our mentors, but we can always pay it forward by nurturing the next generation of the leaders of tomorrow. I would like to leave you all with a thought from Bill Gates. And this goes as we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. So thank you very much for this opportunity. And I look forward to connecting with you all in the future to discuss such opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aishwarya, for a wonderful address to the delegates on empowerment and the future lady leadership. Bajaj ma'am, over to you.
Yes, thank you, Aishwarya. Thank you for joining and having wonderful address, which you always do. The vision in you, that's always percolate in what you speak about.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful researcher, wonderful WI leader. So, thank you for joining.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now I request you to please accept this e-memento from all of us, Aishwarya.
Thank you very much, Dr. Amoli and Dr. Preeti. Thanks again for inviting me.
Thank you so much again for joining us today. Coming to the end of this particular track, now we are having with us a small town lady with a high dream of becoming a leader in textile industry by empowering rural women with the skill they have. And she is none other than Mrs. Rekha Venkatesh Borkar, Managing Director, Rasika Stitch Works, Buldhana, Maharashtra. She is going to tell us about her story like Swayam Siddha. And recently, I would like to share this with all that she received Rashtriya Ekatmata Nari Shakti Award on the 6th of November 2020 by Divya Foundation Buldhana. So without wasting much of everyone's time, over to you, Rekha Borkar.
Welcome, Rekha ma'am. Welcome. We are very happy and extend warm welcome to you. It's a proud and congratulations for all your awards. Thank you.
Manoj, Dr. Manoj, can I request you to please play the video first?
Yes, ma'am.
Meanwhile, Rekha, can you please switch on your video? Hello? Hello, Rekha? Rekha Borkar?
Ma'am, if you are trying to speak, you are on mute actually.
Please unmute yourself and then you can start.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible now. Manoj sir, can you please play the movie? Dr. Manoj?
Yes, ma'am, doing that. Please, please.
Yes, yes, please. Okay. It is not playing, Dr. Manoj.
Hello, is it going well? Hello?
No, 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 sir, no, sir.
In the meantime, you can continue.
Yes,
I will try to get something done about that. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Please, Rekha Borkar, continue with your session. Afterwards, in meanwhile, we will play the movie. Okay.
It's done, doing that.
मेरा कंप्यूटराइज एम्ब्रॉयडरी का ये नाइन हो गया है मेरे को बता दीजिए आज मेरे बहुत सारी जो काम मैं करती हूँ वो काम नहीं होता नहीं क्योंकि हटके करने का है ऐसा सोचिए हटके करने का है ऐसा साड़ी और वर्क है ये जो सब साड़ियाँ ये सब साड़ियाँ मतलब ये जो क्रिएशन है वो मैं कहीं से करती हूँ हाथ में बुनाई करती हूँ बुनाई अपन कंप्यूटर पे करना पड़ता है तो गलत सिलेक्शन होता है और उसके बाद ये जो वर्क है ये वर्क पारसी वर्क है ये जो वर्क है ये वर्क पारसी वर्क है बुनाई बहुत बेटर है ये साड़ी
What a wonderful movie. What do you, Rekha Borkar? You're not audible. Please unmute yourself so that we can hear you.
Audible.
Yes, now you're audible.
हाँ.
Please go ahead. Please.
नमस्कार, मैं रेखा वेंकटेश बोरकर फ्रॉम बुल्ढाना। एक ऐसा गांव कि अभी भी महाराष्ट्र के लोगों को भी मालूम नहीं कि ये डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्लेस है। मैं महाराष्ट्र में एक छोटे से गांव में रहती हूँ और मेरे घर में व्यवसाय करने का कुछ भी नामो निशान भी नहीं था और ना तब यूट्यूब था, ना मोटिवेशनल स्पीच और ना ही कुछ देखने के लिए इंटरनेट वगैरह कुछ भी नहीं था, मतलब उससे कुछ इंस्पायरिंग होगा। पर मेरे को बचपन से ही बहुत सिलाई काम करने का शौक था, मैं कुछ ना कुछ करती थी। तब मैंने तय किया कि अपने को इसी में कुछ व्यवसाय करना है। बिल्कुल छोटे बचपन से मैं ये करती आई हूँ। मैंने ना कुछ MBA का डिग्री लिया था, पर ये काम करना ऐसा लगता था कि मुझे पैसा नहीं कमाना है, धनिक नहीं बनना है, समृद्ध बनना है। और वो करते करते मैं धनिक तो अपने आप हो जाते हैं, जब अपन खुद को समृद्ध करते हैं तो समृद्ध हो जाते हैं। जब मैं 12th क्लास में थी तब मैंने सोचा था कि अपन छोटा मोटा काम शुरू करेंगे और छोटा काम करते करते मैं स्कूल यूनिफॉर्म, स्कूल बैग्स बनाने लगी। वहाँ पे हैंड बैग, हैंड पर्स और जो भी क्रिएटिव कुछ रहता है वो बनाती थी। फिर बाद में ऐसा हो गया कि मेरी स्कूल जो थी वो स्कूल के जो मैनेजमेंट थे उनको मैंने पूछा कि स्कूल यूनिफॉर्म मैं बनाऊंगी आपके, तो उन्होंने मान ली वो बात और मैं स्कूल यूनिफॉर्म बनाने लगी। तो सबसे व्यवसाय करने से पहले जो दिक्कत आती है वो है रिश्वत। और रिश्वत के कारण मुझे वो थोड़ा सा अड़चन आ गई और अड़चन आने की वजह से उन्होंने वो ड्रेस मेरे पास से नहीं लिए। पर मैंने उसको मुसीबत नहीं समझा, मैंने उसको एक संधि समझ के, और मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि उससे मुझे और सीख मिली कि अपने कौन है, वो जब से सबसे ज़रूरी होता है। और करते मैंने वो तो ड्रेस सब बेच दी, मार्केट में पूरे ड्रेस बेच दिए, मुझे मुनाफा बिल्कुल नहीं मिला, पर मैं वो मुसीबत से छूट गई। और फिर आगे मुझे ताज्जुब हो गया कि ऐसा ये अपने लोग ऐसे कर सकते हैं, ऐसा बहुत ये हो गया, गलत हो गया है मेरे साथ। फिर मैंने काम छोटा छोटा काम करते करते मैं कॉलेज में जाती थी और मेरे कारागिर जो थे वो मेरे घर पर काम करते थे। फिर न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ते पढ़ते मेरे को ऐसा लगा कि दिखा कि बुल्ढाना जिला परिषद में स्कूल बैग्स बनाने का टेंडर निकला है, पर उम्र इतनी कम थी कि टेंडर क्या है, कैसे भरते हैं, कुछ भी मालूम नहीं। फिर मैंने ऑफिस में जाके पूछा कि ये क्या है, टेंडर कैसे भरते हैं, क्या करते हैं। उन्होंने बताया, पर दो बार मुलाकात होने के बाद उन्होंने बताया कि इसका परसेंटेज देना पड़ेगा। फिर चौंक गई मैं कि ये क्या है। फिर मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अपने पास अगर अच्छी विचार शक्ति है, इच्छा शक्ति प्रबल है, तो अपने आप रास्ता निकल जाता है। मैं ऑफिस से बाहर आ गई तो मुझे हमारे यहाँ काम करने वाली बाई मिली। उसने बोला, कहाँ जा रही हो रेखा भाई? तो मैंने बताया उसको कि मेरे को ऐसा काम करने का था, इसलिए ऑफिस में आई। अरे भाई, मैं तो साहब के घर में ही काम करती हूँ और साहब बहुत अच्छे हैं, आप आओ, मैं तो मुलाकात कर दूंगी। मैंने कहा, नहीं, पहले आप बोलो। उसके बाद उसने साहब से बताया कि ऐसी रेखा बाई है, वो ऐसा सा काम करती है, उससे ऑफिस से कुछ काम करना है। तो उन्होंने मेरे को तुरंत सैंपल लेके बुलाया और सैंपल लेने के बाद उनको इतना सैंपल पसंद आया और फिर उन्होंने तुरंत एजुकेशन ऑफिसर जो रहते हैं उनको बुलाया और बताया कि ये लड़की विदर्भ में काम करने वाली ये पहली लड़की मुझे मिली है, इसलिए जिसको भी टेंडर मिलेगा उसका आधा टेंडर ये लड़की को देना है। और सच में बिना कुछ रिश्वत, पहला अनुभव कि अच्छे अपन सोच करते हैं तो भगवान अपने साथ रहता है, ये मैंने अनुभव किया है। तो पूरा ये 2 लाख स्कूल यूनिफॉर्म, स्कूल बैग्स बनाने का काम मुझे मिल गया। वो काम मैंने इतना इतना अच्छी तरह से निभाया, पर वो स्कूल बैग ज्वेलर के तराजू पे तोली जाती थी। इतना उसका मेजरमेंट, उसका वजन इतना एक्यूरेट होना जरूरी था। इतना बड़ा काम तो पहली बार मैं कर रही थी, मुझे बहुत डर था, पर हमेशा आत्मविश्वास के साथ मैंने वो काम किया और काम करते करते वो काम मैंने पूरा किया और फिर कभी पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखा। मेरे को उस वजह से काम बहुत मिलने लगे और काम बहुत अच्छे होने लगे। फिर मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि सूरज निकलता है सुबह, हर एक को दौड़ना पड़ता है, हिरण हो या शेर, सबको दौड़ना पड़ता है। पर दौड़ते वक्त अपना संकल्प अगर पक्का हो तो उसमें कुछ दिक्कत आती नहीं। इसलिए मेरा संकल्प पक्का था, मैंने तय किया था अपने को ये करना है, अपने को भागने का नहीं है, जो सबसे अलग है वो करने का है। जो मशीन्स मैंने लिए हैं वो मशीन्स मतलब हमारे विदर्भ, पूरे इस विदर्भ में नहीं है, और जो काम मैं करती हूँ वो काम शायद कोई करता होगा। जो क्रिएशन का काम है उसमें मुझे रुचि थी। आज भी मुझे प्रोफेशन के हिसाब से मैं देखती नहीं हूँ, मैं एक छंद कला है मेरी, वो उसके हिसाब से देखती हूँ। इसलिए मैं ऐसा सोचती है, समवन सेज आर्टिस्ट जो होता है वो भगवान ने किया होता है। मैं खुद को आर्टिस्ट नहीं, पर ये अपने आप मैंने लिया है, क्योंकि मेरा जो एजुकेशन है वो मैं एमए इन फिलॉसफी हो गई हूँ, और ये मेरा प्रोफेशन बहुत ही अलग है, दोनों में कुछ मेल नहीं खाता। जब मैंने ऐसा सोचा कि जब पानी बहता है तो उसको मालूम नहीं रहता कि रास्ता कहाँ निकलेगा, पर वो बहते बहते उसको रास्ता अपने आप मिल जाता है। तो वैसे हाथ, इतने अच्छे हाथ मुझे मिले। एक अनुभव खराब आने की वजह से, वो अनुभव खराब नहीं था, उसकी वजह से तो मैं खड़ी हो गई। तो मुझे अनेक ऐसे लोग मिले कि उन्होंने मेरे को बहुत साथ दिए। मतलब मेरे कारागिर होंगे, मेरे रिश्तेदार होंगे, कोई भी, उन्होंने साथ दिए। फिर मैंने हमारे कैसा विदर्भ में थोड़ा सा कारागिर मतलब कम मिलते हैं, इसलिए मैंने सोचा कि समय के साथ चलना ज़रूरी है। तो समय के साथ चलते चलते मैंने ऑटोमेटिक मशीन्स लेने का तय किया। पर तब इंडिया में नहीं थी ऑटोमेटिक मशीन्स, कंप्यूटराइज एम्ब्रॉयडरी मशीन्स जो है वो इंडिया में नहीं थी। तो मैंने बाहर करस्पॉन्डेंस किया, तो उन्होंने बताया कि हम मशीन तो देंगे पर आपको सर्विसिंग का प्रॉब्लम आएगा। फिर जब इंडिया में वो लॉन्च हो गई तब मैंने वो लिया, और पहली मशीन मैंने जब ली तब छोटी मशीन थी, पर काम करने का जो मेरा ये था, मतलब लगन थी, वो इतनी ज़्यादा थी कि मशीन आने के पहले मेरे पास काम पूरे तैयार थे। मशीन के वैल्यू की जो कीमत थी मशीन की, उस मशीन का काम मेरे पास रेडी था। फिर मुझे हौसला बढ़ गया कि नहीं, अपन कर सकते हैं, लोगों को ये पसंद आता है। करते वो काम मशीन फिर मेरे को कम पड़ने लगी। फिर मैंने 1.5 साल में तुरंत दूसरी बड़ी मशीन लेने का सोचा। दूसरी बड़ी मशीन लेते वक्त जो मशीन 3 हेड की लेने वाली थी मैं, पर नहीं, उन्होंने बताया कि 12 हेड की लो मैडम, आपको काम देंगे हम। फिर सोचा चलो ठीक है, काम मिलेगा तो करेंगे, तो कुछ ये नहीं है। पर मशीन आने के बाद किसी ने मुड़ के भी नहीं देखा कि मैडम के पास काम है कि नहीं है। पर मैंने खुद का मार्केटिंग किया, खुद खड़ी हो गई मार्केट में, और मेरा काम अलग होने से अनेक होने के कारण मुझे दिक्कत नहीं आई मार्केट में खड़ा होने के। और उसका जो प्राइस है वो मार्केट से कम थी, इसलिए मुझे मार्केट वालों ने भी खड़ा किया। और जब मैं डीआईसी में गई, डीआईसी में लोन केस करने के लिए, तभी भी मुझे उन्होंने यही बताया कि नहीं, हम नहीं दे सकेंगे। पर जब वो घर पर आए, उन्होंने मेरे कारखाने पे आए, उन्होंने काम देखा मेरा, तब उन्होंने मेरा वो काम सैंक्शन किया। आज मैंने जब शुरुआत की तो 5,000 रुपये सिर्फ लोन लिया था मैंने। आज बच्चों को 5,000 रुपये पॉकेट मनी दिया जाता है, तब मैंने लोन लिया था 5,000 रुपये। और 5,000 रुपये से 50,000 रुपये, 5 लाख, 10 लाख, 50 लाख, ऐसे करते करते मैं आगे बढ़ी। और आज बैंक ऐसे है कि बैंक बोलती है कि आप बोलो कितना चाहिए आपको, तो मुझे काम हो जाता है। अभी मेरा काम बाहर तो जाता ही है, पर छत्तीसगढ़ खादी ग्राम उद्योग का मैं काम करती हूँ, नागपुर खादी ग्राम उद्योग को मैं काम देती हूँ, और मुंबई, अमरावती, पुणे, नागपुर, इसमें बड़े बड़े मेरे ग्रुप्स हैं, वहाँ पे मेरा काम जाता है। और बाकी जो काम है वो सब मैं अलग अलग तरीके हैं, मुझे मतलब साड़ियाँ, बेडशीट, दोहड़, तोरण, अंतरपाट, मतलब जो सबसे हटके है। वॉल प्रिंट्स तो मैंने 10 बाय 15 का वगैरह जो कभी बना नहीं सकता, मेरे पास जो मशीन है वो कभी बना नहीं सकेगा, ऐसा काम मैंने किया है। और सबसे मुसीबत व्यवसाय करते वक्त में तो यंग स्टार्स मेरे को सुन रहे हैं, उनको कठिनाइयाँ नहीं बताऊंगी, क्योंकि कठिनाइयाँ बताऊंगी तो वो सोचेंगे कि नहीं, ये तो कैसे करने का, इतना जो संघर्ष करना पड़ता है तो कैसे करेंगे। पर आप जब सर्विस करते हो तभी भी आपको संघर्ष करना ही रहता है, आपको खुद को साबित करना ही रहता है। तो इसीलिए मैं बोलती हूँ कि व्यवसाय करना एक पुरुषार्थ है, व्यवसाय करना एक पुरुषार्थ है। अपने को सिद्ध करना, ये भी एक बहुत मुश्किल से होता है। वो जब महाराष्ट्र उद्योगिनी पुरस्कार मुझे मिला 2011 में, तब मैं गई, इंटरव्यू थे हमारे 4 दिन, मुझे मालूम नहीं था 4 दिन के इंटरव्यू में क्या करने का है, मुझे कुछ भी पता नहीं था। सिर्फ मालूम था कि यहाँ पे अपने को अवार्ड के लिए कुछ तो भी फॉर्म वगैरह भरना है, बस इतना ही। मैं गई, जाने के बाद हम 3000 महिला वहाँ पे थी और 4 दिन इंटरव्यू चलने वाले थे। 4 दिन इंटरव्यू के बाद सब महिला बड़ी बड़ी शहर की थी, बहुत अच्छी हेयर स्टाइल्स, बहुत अच्छे ड्रेसेस और मेकअप। ये मैं तो गांव की लड़की थी, मुझे ना मेकअप मालूम था, ना कुछ हेयर स्टाइल, ना कुछ गाड़ी, ना कुछ भी नहीं था। पर मन में हौसला इतना इतना पक्का था कि नहीं, मैं इनसे अलग हूँ। उन्होंने किसी ने मेरे को ग्रुप में, कौन से भी ग्रुप में शामिल नहीं किया कि अरे गांव की लड़की है, ऐसा लग रहा है कि क्या करेंगी ये। पर मैंने तभी तो मतलब न्यू नगंडा आना पक्का था, ऐसा एटमॉस्फेयर वहाँ पे था। पर मैंने सोचा कि नहीं, इन सब से मैं अलग हूँ, ये जो काम करते हैं उनसे मैं अलग हूँ, इसलिए मैंने खुद को सिद्ध किया। और मेरे को 2011 में स्वर्ण पदक से सम्मानित किया गया महाराष्ट्र उद्योगिनी पुरस्कारों से। और जब मैं पुरस्कार लेके आई तब सबके फ़ोन मेरे पास आते थे कि अरे बहुत अच्छा काम करते हो, कैसे करते हो, क्या करते हो। आज ऐसा है कि ये सब करते वक्त मतलब एक ही बचपन से मैंने देखा था कि मेरे माताजी पिताजी कभी किसी के आगे हाथ नहीं फैलाए, वो खुद ने कुछ किया और खुद खड़े हो गए। वैसा ही मुझे करना था, सर्विस नहीं करनी थी, इसलिए व्यवसाय करते वक्त मुश्किलें तो होंगी ये मालूम था मेरे को, पर अपने को सिद्ध करने के लिए वो ज़रूरी है। और आपका बात करने का तरीका सही होना चाहिए, मतलब आप अपनी बात चिल्ला के एक ही बार बता सकते हो, हमेशा नहीं। इसलिए आपकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज अच्छी होनी चाहिए, आपका बात करने का तरीका एकदम सॉफ्ट होना चाहिए। ये सब मैंने ये बचपन से सीखा था, और इसीलिए मेरे को वो मतलब कहाँ जाके सीखने की ज़रूरत नहीं रही, वो अपने आप आता था। जब लोगों के अच्छे रिमार्क्स आते थे तो हौसला और बढ़ता था, और मैं और उत्तेजित होके और प्रफुल्लित होके मैं ये सब काम करती थी। बचपन में जब एकदम छोटी थी तब मतलब हमारे मराठी लोगों में हलवे के दागिने वगैरह बनाते थे, वो भी मैं बनाती थी, बिल्कुल 5वीं क्लास में 6वीं क्लास में थी तब से। और ये करते करते मैंने ये आज मेरे पास 2 मशीन्स है, और मेरा काम भी और हौसला बढ़ाने का काम शुरू है मेरा। मेरा अगला टारगेट है कि मेरे को शिवाजी महाराज का चरित्र एम्ब्रॉयडरी में करना है, और रस्सी का स्टिच वर्क की पैठणी करके मेरे को लॉन्च करना है। इसीलिए मैं आगे बढ़ने का सोच रही हूँ, और यंगस्टर्स को सिर्फ ये बताना चाहती हूँ कि जब अपन काम करते हैं तो क्या करते हैं अभी कि प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट बनाते हैं, फिर उसमें वो प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट में कितना सेल होगा, कितना परचेस करना, क्या करना, वो सब तैयार होता है, कागज पर है। तो अगर वो कागज के हिसाब से अपना काम नहीं हुआ तो फिर अपने को नर्वसनेस आ जाता है। तो फिर इसीलिए वो तो जरूरी है, आप तो प्रोफेशनल अपन कर रहे हैं तो उसमें प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट करना जरूरी है, पर कभी कभी अविचार से भी विचार होता है। कभी अविचार करोगे और बोलोगे कि मेरे को संधि, अब संधि का तुरंत सोना करना जिसको बोलते हैं वो किया तो अपने आप संधि अपने पास दौड़ के हुए आती है। मैंने एक बचपन में एक कहानी सुनी थी, दो महिला ये थी, उनकी परिस्थिति बहुत विकट थी और उन्होंने बाबा के पास गए, बोले मेरी आर्थिक परिस्थिति बहुत खराब है। बोले बाबा मैं क्या करूं? बोले अच्छा मैं आपके घर आऊंगा, मैं जो बोलूंगा वो तुरंत करना। वो दूसरी भी महिला सुन रही थी। सुनने के बाद वो बाबा जिसने बोला उसके पास गए, बोले ऐसा कर तू ये रोटी बना रही ने तुरंत तवे पे डाल दे, तवे पे डाल दे। ऐसा बोलने के बाद ये बोली डालू क्या? दूसरी ने तुरंत डाल दी। संधि का फायदा उसने उठाया, ये सोचते बैठेगी कि डालू क्या। तो ऐसा ज्यादा सोच के काम किया तो कभी कभी अपना काम निकल जाता है हाथ से। मैं इसलिए बोलती हूँ कि अविचार से विचार होना बहुत जरूरी है। मतलब अपन कुछ कुछ वक्त सबसे राय लेते हैं कि ये करूँ क्या, वो करूँ क्या, सबका सुनना है पर करना अपने मन का है, क्योंकि अपने पे भरोसा होना ये सबसे बड़ी बात है। वो कहाँ सिखाया नहीं जाता, ये अपने अनुभव से आता है। पर कितना भी सीखे तो भी वो प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज आने के बाद ही आपको आत्मविश्वास आना जरूरी रहता है। और मैंने जब DIC का लोन केस किया था, मैंने ये सब लोन है, ये सब लोन मैंने टाइम पीरियड उन्होंने दिया था, वो टाइम पीरियड के अंदर मैंने पूरे कंप्लीट किए थे, इसलिए मुझे कभी लोन लेने में दिक्कत नहीं आई। आज मेरे पास कारागिर है, अच्छे कारागिर है, विष्णु सरोज, ये मेरा सबसे अच्छा हैंड है। मेरे पति हैं, उनका मुझे बहुत सपोर्ट है। मतलब सपोर्ट यानी सच वो मेरे साथ काम नहीं करते पर मुझे हौसला बढ़ाते हैं। जब मेरे फॉरेन एग्जीबिशंस हुए तो मुझे कुछ लोगों ने ऐसा बोला था कि नहीं वहाँ पे बहुत अच्छा लगता है, A ग्रेड का लगता है, ऐसा लगता है। मुझे मालूम था कि मेरा काम बहुत अच्छा है, पर ऐसा बोलने के बाद मेरा
हेलो
थोड़ा नर्वसनेस आ गया। हेलो
ओके हेलो हां हेलो
हेलो
हां थोडं लवकर संपवू शकता का
हाँ झालं ना।
प्लीज हां
मेरा हौसला बढ़ गया और मैं फॉरेन में जब एग्जीबिशंस में गई तो मेरा पूरा माल वापस आ गया। मैं यंगस्टर्स को अब यही बताना चाहती हूँ कि आपके काम में कंटिन्यूटी होना जरूरी है और अपना मन विचलित नहीं होना चाहिए, इसलिए आप हमेशा ये करें। और ये यंग स्टार के सामने मुझे बोलने का सौभाग्य मिला, इसलिए मैं बजाज मैडम का तहे दिल से धन्यवाद देती हूँ।
थैंक यू सो मच
Thank you so
ओवर
much.
टू यू बजाज मैम
Yeah, thank you so much, Rekha ma'am. It was amazing. खूप छान वाटलं तुम्ही जेवढी हिंमत केली एका छोट्याशा जागेवरनं येऊन आणि इतकं मोठं सगळं ऐकून आणि एवढं मोठं पुढं वाढवलं. सर थँक्यू. आम्हाला हेच आदर्श पाहिजे होतं. We just wanted to show to our audience and not only to WI but everyone that it might be a field of technology or it might be any business, but then what it requires is lot of courage, and from anywhere you can start if you have that spirit and ignite, as you said that kartutva lagta. So I would like to really appreciate your words and then the lessons which you have learned and shared with everyone. Thank you so much for that. Because of short of time, we will not able to continue with this, but then shall definitely catch you in a standalone session in future. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Dr. Manoj, can you please share with the rights to give a memento? Hello?
Hello.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much.
Dr. Manoj, yeah.
Yes. On behalf of IEEE Women in Engineering International Leadership Summit, Mrs. Rekha Borkar, we would like to give you this a small token of e-memento. Please accept this from all of us.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for sparing the time and sharing your story with us.
Okay.
Thank you all for the beautiful ladies who inspired us with their stories, experiences, and knowledge and zeal. I assure you all, from our participants, as a Hillary Clinton rightly said, to all the young girls who are watching this, will never doubt what they are powerful and deserving of every chance and opportunity in the world to pursue and achieve their own dreams.